Despite a relatively stable security situation in Yemen over recent months, efforts to rescue a large cargo of oil from a stricken tanker lying off the coast of the Middle East country appear to be making limited progress. This report has more details.
Despite a relatively stable security situation in Yemen over recent months, efforts to rescue a large cargo of oil from Safar tanker appear to be making limited progress. The UK government was among those to voice concern this week over the delays of retrieving the crude oil from Safar, which has been abandoned since 2015. The vessel is in a poor state of repair and at risk of breaking up and spilling its cargo into the sea. In comments to the United Nations Security Council on January 16, the UK's Ambassador James Kariuki described the situation as a wholly preventable crisis and called on the United Nations and other parties to continue working together. His comments were echoed by Yemeni Ambassador Abdullah Sari, who also urged rapid action to address the situation. Safar tanker currently holds an estimated 1.1 million barrels of oil, 4 times the amount of oil spilled by the Exxon Valdez in March 1989. In September last year, the United Nations said it had finally raised enough funds from donors to start the first phase of a plan to remove the oil from the dilapidated ship, with some $75 million pledged by governments, local corporates, and members of the public. France said it would donate a further €1 million to the rescue mission. The first phase is due to take 4 months to complete, but the full rescue effort is expected to cost around $113 million, with an additional $38 million needed to install a safe, long-term oil storage facility to take the place of the Safar. However, it appears little progress has been made in a country that is still riven by conflict. Launching a rescue operation for Safar, which lies in the waters controlled by Houthis close to Hodeidah port, has proven impossible in the context of the country's war. Observers warn that if nothing is done and the cargo leaks or explodes, the effects would be devastating for the surrounding environment and local livelihoods. The United Nations has said that hundreds of thousands of jobs in the fishing industry would be lost almost overnight, and it could take 25 years for the fish to recover. Environmental pressure groups have described the situation as a ticking bomb. The cost of a cleanup operation in the event of a spill has been bought at $20 billion.